Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Embers. Thank you so very much for tuning in and taking the time out of your day to be with me here today. Of course, thank you for bringing your beautiful energy and your support to the channel. I really do appreciate you and your comments. I love reading your comments. Keep them going, keep them flowing. They are what inspire me to keep this channel going, and they also help me channel more specifically to what you're experiencing and hopefully get readings to you that better resonate. So guys, today we're doing a reading for those of you that are interested in a Capricorn, okay, that have your heart set on a Capricorn. It is a general reading, so obviously, you know, I'm only focusing on a very, very small piece of who they are. There are just so many things to consider. Other aspects of their chart, their upbringing, other relationships. The list goes on, right? In saying that though, truth is, this reading will reach you in just the way you need to hear it, and the message will be perfect for whomever it's intended for, okay? So if your person or if your Capricorn has, or the Capricorn that you're interested in has Capricorn in their sun, moon, or Venus signs, then this reading could definitely be for you. Of course, guys, there's heaps of stuff online. If you want to dig deeper, I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. Astrology, you know, compatibility, personality traits, all that stuff. You can definitely look that up as well. For those of you interested, I do take personal readings. You can book a personal reading through our website. The link is in the description box below. I do run a holistic practice, so there are heaps of other goodies there for you to explore. And if, you know, there's something that is resonating with you, reach out for a free discovery session. I'd love to connect. All right, let's jump into this and have a look and see, what is this Capricorn's deal? What does this Capricorn feel about you? What are their intentions? What are other variables going on in their life, more, you know, that could be affecting the progress of this situationship, relationship, potential relationship, whatever the case might be? And we have a card, and it is share. You are starting to attract soulmates to connect with. Okay, the immediate feeling I get from this is that whomever I'm connecting with that is interested in a Capricorn, and I feel this is fairly fresh, but when I break it down, that might slightly change. So what I'm getting here is you may have recently decided that if you wanted to date a certain type of person, or if you wanted the person that you're dating, being a Capricorn, or you're in a situationship with a Capricorn, you may have decided that you wanted it to go in a different direction, and you were sick and tired of waiting for things to develop. By taking an approach, and you had tried, let's say, a variety of different approaches, and they didn't seem to create any shift or any movement or any, they didn't seem to have any positive impact in going in the direction that you wanted them to go. I feel that all of a sudden you drew back all your energy and you started to focus on what really matters to you and the type of person you wanted to date. So you started to become the person you wanted to date. You started to enroll in hobbies, or let's say you started to explore, learn. You decided to take up extra learning, or just something that would put you in the frequency that someone you imagine the type of person you want to date would be in. What this has done is that it has shifted your energy. It has changed the polarity, and it is actually causing this Capricorn to feel a little bit uncertain as to whether or not you are checking out. So you may be withdrawing You may not be withdrawing, your energy from them, but you may be focusing your energy in a different direction. That to them may seem like you are moving on from them. This is causing them to think more about you. And because of that, because they're thinking more about you, they're leaning into you rather than what the tables have turned. Before you were leaning into them. What this is also doing is it's causing them to think about there is a certain mystery to this now. They're trying to unpack it. They're trying to analyze it. So they are finding that from feeling that things were going along at a pace where they felt okay with, now they're starting to feel a little bit uncertain. They want to know what's going on. I feel there might be a little of a pride here with this Capricorn, where they don't want to come out and straight out approach you and just ask the questions. They don't want to appear vulnerable or be rejected if in fact you are going in a different direction. So very, very interesting energy. So let's break this down and have a look and see a little bit deeper. What's their deal? What's going on with them? You are starting to attract soulmates to connect with. And what I'm getting here is, because you're putting yourself in the frequency of the person you want to date, which could very well be this Capricorn, it just means that you have upped the ante for them. So now you're becoming more of a challenge, okay? So let's have a look and see. I guess we have to remember that in their eyes, what they find attractive could very well be a mirror of certain personality traits of their own, you know. And so now that they're starting to see that, there is this worry where they feel that someone else is going to snap you up. All right, so what have we got here? I feel that you have kept this to yourself. There is intuitively, you have this feeling where there is something that you need to set out and explore. You need to get out there and undertake new hobbies. You definitely need a new approach. You just feel this strong push and you can't explain it. Now, this makes sense to me, and I'll tell you why it makes sense, because recently we did have that, you know, super full moon that was on the 13th of, I think, July. Now, the key word for me when it comes to that super full moon is breakthroughs, and those that were feeling we all would have felt we all would have felt resistance to some degree, but I do feel that those that felt the greatest resistance are the ones that have the opportunity for the biggest breakthroughs. They're the ones that have been sitting on something that hasn't felt right for some time, and now they're taking action because they feel this urge and this push to put things in place. That's what I think this is about. So maybe some of you may have started feeling this and started having this enlightenment or this aha moment around the 13th of July, let's say, as a result of that energy. And you are very much being led by your intuition right now. And I'm getting that you want to follow it. You feel there is merit to where it's taking you. You're not questioning whether it's just you or whether you're imagining things. You don't care. There is something here for you. You want to peel back those curtains and you want to get those answers. You want to gain that wisdom that your higher self, you want to gain access to that wisdom that your higher self has for you. There is a part of you that you feel that you may have, you know, you may need to reconnect with, that you have abandoned for some time, right? I mean, you know, the Judgment card, all about renewal, all about taking the next level, taking that next step up, resurrecting, bringing to light. So I feel that you are definitely taking the time to look back and reconsidering the actions that didn't get you anywhere when it came to this person. Yeah. What I'm getting here is this is more about your energy than it is about the Capricorn. I feel that you have, and you might not see this right now, but you have you have finally realized that there are other opportunities. You finally realize that there are other avenues, and that if this Capricorn doesn't see the growth and the value that this union can have, then you're willing to take the risk and move forward towards your goals courageously. You know, this is about you finally facing the reality of certain situations and saying, you know what, despite all of that, I'm going to stand true to what I believe in. I'm going to make sure that, I'm processing information and I'm leading with both my heart and my head and what it feels right to me, rather than acting on impulse or waiting or, I guess, acting out of fear of loss. There is this freedom that's coming with you at this time. And that's really beautiful, because what that's doing is the more you focus on yourself, the more the Capricorn is focusing on you. So let's have a look and see though. I just want one more card before I close this off. And as I've said, guys, please do comment below if this reading resonates. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, I guess you've really matured. There is a very mature energy about you right now. You've come to terms with the fact that this Capricorn, voluntarily has there is this selfishness about them, I guess, where they're just like, you know what, I'm just going to go with the flow, what feels right, see what comes up in my life, see how it all evolves. There isn't an element of making sure that you are the priority, standing beside them as they work through life's challenges. It feels like they haven't been able to have the confidence to include you like that. They may feel that, they couldn't measure up to a certain degree. And so there is this element of worry about, if things change for me in the future with my life, how am I going to, continue to have the relationship evolve through that and work through those challenges. And they were always I feel that they were always very defensive about that. They felt that they needed to fight for their, they always felt like they needed to fight for their desire to protect their own personal space, to protect, to maintain a certain amount of autonomy, even though it just doesn't feel like they were making a complete emotional connection. Because they didn't know whether or not whether they could work through, like I said, any challenges that came up with work, within their personal life. They just did not feel confident within themselves that they'd be able to manage that and work through that with anyone. Very interesting. I could keep going, but I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope that's offered you some clarity, or at least something helpful. And I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye.